what's up and welcome to today's video. If you guys have not seen my face before, my name is Jessica. I post videos about Disney and performing and I guess now figure skating. So go ahead and click that subscribe button because it's gonna be a good time. So I realized earlier today that I really have not made a Q&A video in quite a while about just like me and not like theater. We've gotten a couple new friends recently, a couple new subscribers. So I wanted to kind of make a Q&A video as in a like, hey, this is me, what's up? If you guys kind of like missed the last one. There's a very loud car. Excuse me, I'm filming. So I wanted to make a Q&A video as a kind of like, not a refresher, but a like, hey, what's up? Nice to meet you. Thanks. If you guys have been here for a while, these might be answers that you've already heard. But if you're new here, welcome to the fam. I'm so glad you're here. This YouTube video has no actual streamlined content. It's all very random, but I hope you guys enjoy. So I did a questionnaire thing on my Instagram, so I'm gonna pull the questions from there. If you guys are not already, go ahead and follow me on Instagram because I do a lot of these like question posts that I apparently can't seem to find. I do a lot of these question posts. I try and do it once a week. So go ahead and follow me over there because I post a lot of Disney content, which is super fun, Universal content, and soon to be ice skating content. If you guys saw my last video, I'm really excited about that. So I got the questions. Let's dig into it. And a quick disclaimer, if you guys asked one of the questions, I might not be able to get to all of them. There are quite a few, so probably not gonna happen with all of them, but I will do my best. Okay, our first question is, were you always set on the name Salem? If not, what other names were you thinking? So if you guys didn't know, I do have a cat. He is black and his name is Salem. I don't think he's not around. I think he went out in the living room. But yes, I actually was always set on the name Salem for a cat. I got it originally from the original Sabrina the Teenage Witch, like the cartoon version into the old 90s version. I love those, watched those religiously. And the new Chilling Adventures of Sabrina came out fairly recently, like 2 years ago. And that kind of like re-sparked my whole love of Sabrina. So I knew that when I got a cat, I really wanted it to be black cat and I really wanted to name it Salem because I wanted to assert my dominance as an adult and realize that I can make whatever decisions I want and name my cat after fictional characters. So we did it. Disney Print Jess asks, what motivated you to pursue a career in performing? I want to, but there are things stopping me. It really just came down to not knowing what else I wanted to do with my life. I got to the point where I was out of college. I just gotten back from being an exchange student in Belgium for a year, and I knew I wanted to work at Disney, and I was just happy doing that. And then one day I was visiting my stepsister and her now husband while he was going to Duke in North Carolina, and I realized that I kind of wanted to have the college experience. So I was just kind of brainstorming things I wanted to do, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna do anthropology because I thought that was like semi-interesting, and then I realized that it wasn't what I wanted to do, and what I really wanted to do was performing. So I was like, you know what, why not? So I auditioned for the BFA musical theater program at UCF. I luckily got in because that was the only school I auditioned for. If you guys are performers, don't do that. Don't just audition for one school. It's probably not gonna end well, but luckily for me it did, and just kind of went from there, and now I am a singer at Disney World and I love my life. How much do you love Disney and who is your favorite Disney character? Love your videos. Thank you, Kira. I love Disney a lot. Disney's been something that like has been with me for so long. I grew up watching The Little Mermaid and all those things, and in high school would skip class to go to Disney World because I lived in Tampa, so it was only like 2 hours away. But my favorite Disney princess is probably Rapunzel, Anna, and Ariel. I love them all. Merida is also in there. I don't think I have a favorite. Right now I would say it's probably Anna just because of the new movie that's coming out, and I'm really excited to hear the rest of her story and Elsa and stuff. Yeah, probably those like 4 girls. I think Merida's really badass though, so she's cool. We love the redheads. You seem so upbeat and it's so contagious. Thank you. How do you manage? I feel like I'm a grump 60% of the time. You guys just don't see me all the time. You guys see me when I've put on makeup and I have my ring light set up and I'm filming in front of a camera, or I'm choosing what to post on Instagram. And I do think that I'm a very positive person in most aspects. There's very few things in life that get me down, but I'm not positive all the time. Thank you for thinking that I am though. I really appreciate that I give off that air. But yeah, some things in life get me down. You know, I have my frustrating days, but I think it's important to realize that we only have a set amount of time on this earth, so to live it as positively as possible. I think that's basically my mantra. How often do you dye your hair? So if you guys didn't know, I'm not a real redhead, surprise. I dye it about every month to every 6 weeks. I don't wash it super often. When I do wash it, I try to do it with cold water so it maintains the color longer. I also use like a Pureology Color Stay shampoo, so I do a lot of things to keep the color in as long as possible, but reds, if you know, fade super quickly. So this is the pretty normal color. This isn't too faded, but it's not straight out of the bottle. So yeah, about every month to 6 weeks, depending on life. Erica Johnson asks, what's your favorite place to go in Orlando aside from the theme parks? My bedroom. I am such a homebody, y'all. Whenever I'm not at work or at the theme parks, I'm in my house, in my apartment, and I love it here. But that's a dumb answer, so I'm gonna try and pick something else. I really love Whole Foods. I don't super grocery shop there, but I get like all my fun stuff there. So maybe Whole Foods. I really don't do a lot, guys. I'm gonna say the skating rink that I just signed up to do lessons at, because that's gonna be the only other place that I go besides work and home. So the skating rink and my bedroom. What made you go vegan? So if you guys didn't know, I have been vegan for over 4 years now. It was something that I decided to do my freshman year of college when my freshman year roommate was vegan. Hey Ariel, shout out, what's up? So I've been vegan for 4 years, and the original thing that made me go vegan was that it was just after my birthday, my like, oh God, what was that? My 21st birthday? It was a long time ago, I'm not really sure. It was after one of my birthdays, and I just eaten so much cake, and I just felt so like gross. I didn't feel good, and it was a couple days after, and I'm like, I just don't feel good. And my roommate at the time was vegan, like I said, and I decided that I wanted to do a vegan challenge and to see, you know, do vegan for a week, because I just thought it was cool and something that I could attempt. I love a science experiment, so I decided to go vegan for a week, and during that time, I decided to watch documentaries that are just the typical vegan documentaries. I can't remember them right now, but Earthlings comes to mind, and Crying in My Dorm Room comes to mind from that. But after that, I decided to go vegan, you know, forever-ish. Basically. I've been non-vegan just a few times, in that like I was at a summer camp and I really couldn't eat anything, so I had a muffin. But I haven't had meat in 4 years, and I don't eat dairy or eggs. I do eat a little bit of honey, which is I guess not a perfect vegan thing, but we all gotta do our things, so, and my voice likes honey, so yeah. Are you going to get another cat? No. We currently have 2 cats. My cat is Salem, and then my roommate Ryan, he has a cat called Sora, who I think likes me better. No offense, Ryan, sorry. She's always in my room. But yeah, so we already have 2 cats, don't need another one. When me and Ryan like separate, we're not like dating, oh my God. When me and Ryan like end up moving away from each other, he's gonna take Sora, obviously, and I'm gonna take Salem. So we each have 1 cat, but I don't need another one in my life right now. It's too much. Besides Halloween, what's your favorite holiday? I don't want to say I love Christmas, but I think I love Christmas Eve, in that I love the build up to Christmas, and I love how everyone's just super happy, and you know, there's a bunch of things in Orlando that are super Christmassy, and you know, it doesn't get cold here exactly or at all, but I love all of the different Christmas activities that they have around here, and I love the feeling of Christmas. So I don't necessarily love the holiday itself. I think it's kind of boring, but I love like the Christmas Eve feeling. So I'm gonna say Christmas Eve is probably my second favorite holiday, because Halloween is the top. If you were a witch, what would your powers be? And so I'm gonna take this as a fictional type of witch, not a, because I know there are real witches in the world. So I'm gonna take this as a fictional type of witch, but what would my powers be? Probably talking to animals. I think I'd love to like grow plants, just like, and make that happen, or like control the elements. I'm not really sure. I think I would like to fly, but also I'm scared of heights, so I don't know how well that would work out. How did you start working at the theme park? So if you guys didn't know, I've said that phrase a lot this time. We're gonna try to stop saying that. But I do work at both of the theme parks. I've worked at Disney since 2014, and I've worked at Universal since 2014, but I've also not been separated. I wasn't fired, but I left each company within that time and then ended up coming back. So I started at Disney doing food and beverage, which to be perfectly honest wasn't fun. I didn't really like it, but that, you know, it wasn't my passion at the time. And while I was in food and beverage, I worked some parade audience control shifts at Fantasmic and on Main Street, which were super fun. And then I eventually moved to character attending, and I did that for 3 years. And then I left the company for a year and was recently hired back in April, to be an equity singer in one of the shows at Hollywood Studios, and it is my favorite thing in the entire world. I love it so, so much. So that's what I do at Disney. And at Universal, I started out working in merchandise at Harry Potter World, in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. I did merchandise there for 2 years. I ended up leaving the company and then coming back about a year later. see the theme. And I currently work in entertainment, although I can't say exactly what I do there, but it's a fun time. What's one thing that scares you? Cockroaches. Can't deal with them, can't do it. When there is a spider in the apartment, I will take care of it, no problem, but there really hasn't been that many spiders. But I don't do cockroaches. That's Ryan's job, so he kills the cockroaches, because I can't. They freak me out. I'm not scared of a lot of things, but that I'm scared of. I'm also scared of I'm slightly scared of heights in a way. I have a lot of dreams about falling, so maybe that's some stuff. I don't know. Have you always lived in Florida? I have not actually always lived in Florida. For the majority of my life, I have lived in Florida. Like I said earlier in this video, I did do an exchange year in Belgium when I was in high school. super great experience. I could do a whole nother video about that, so I'll definitely need to get on that. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to see that. But I did live in Belgium for a year as an exchange student at the end of my high school career, and I also spent 2 summers living in Maine working at a summer camp, and then 1 summer living in Virginia working at a theater. So mostly Florida, yes, but I've lived other places as well. Have you ever sneezed during a show / performance? I don't think so. And if I did, it wasn't something that like was mind-blowing that I would remember it. So I'm sure I have at some point, like we all have, I'm sure, I guess, maybe, I don't know. Probably, but I don't remember it, so it wasn't like that big of a deal, I think. I'll have to think about that. I don't think so. How do you feel being a role model for aspiring Disney cast members like myself? That's really sweet. Thank you so much. I don't really see myself as a role model. I just see myself as a person who's sitting in her bedroom with a giant light filming a video talking to myself. But I really appreciate the sentiment. It's really sweet. I think it's cool, I guess. I don't know. I'm still not used to even people like will see me in the parks and come up and say hi. It's not weird per se, and I love when you guys do it, but it's definitely like I take a step back and realize that it's not just me watching my own videos, or not just like Ryan watching the video in the next room. There's other people that watch them, so I think it's really cool, and I thank you guys a lot. Thank you guys so much for being here and watching me be dumb all the time. Do you want any kids? I do, none for about 10 years or so. I have no plans, very single. But yes, I do want kids in the future. My ideal situation would be to have 2 twins, or well, 1 pair of twins, but 2 babies at the same time. I would love that. I've always wanted twins. I think it's just cool, and I want that for them. But if I end up only having 1 the first time, I really don't want to be pregnant more than once. I might change my mind later on in life, but at the moment, don't want to do it more than once. So I think I would do that and then adopt 1. But I think I would stop at 2, maybe 3, but that seems like a lot. So I don't know. I haven't really given it too much thought, but I definitely want twins. What is your favorite song to jam to in the car? Great question. It really just changes a lot with the mood. It's been Six for a while, Six the musical. It's really great. I finally listened to it, guys who've been telling me to listen to it. I did the thing. I love it. I want to be, I don't remember her name. The one that says, "Don't lose your head." I want that one. I like her. She's great. I jammed to that song a lot. I've also been loving Beetlejuice recently. I've been getting back into Ali and AJ. Yes, their like first album is a bop, so it's really, really good. It's fun to harmonize too in the car. So that's probably my most recent, but I listen to a lot of podcasts in the car. So if you can jam to it and that's why we drink, that is exactly what I do. And the last question I'm gonna do for the Q&A today is, how did you get your job working for Disney? That's my dream job. So if you guys didn't know, I've said that phrase like 5 times. Okay, just get over it, it's fine. I do work as an equity vocalist at Disney World. I love my job so much. It's my absolute dream job. I love it. How I got it was I just auditioned for it, you know? I just auditioned with So Far So Great from Sunny with a Chance. Yeah, the theme song. Just Sunny with a Chance by Demi Lovato. That was my audition song to get my job at Disney, so now you know. I auditioned and I went to a callback and then I got it. So it was a very like, you know, normal process. But yeah, I just auditioned, I did the callback, and I got the job, and that's, you know, a pretty typical way to get a job there. So if that's something that you're going after, just make sure you're going to auditions and you're having your materials prepped and everything, and it, you know, it'll go good. It'll go good. I believe in you. You've got this. So thank you guys so much for watching this Q&A. I hope it's not too long. Currently it's sitting at about 19 minutes on my screen. I'm gonna hope I can cut that down a little bit. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for almost 30,000 subscribers. That is literally ridiculous. I don't understand it. But if you guys want, go head over to my Instagram, which I, again, promote till the day I die. Yeah. But thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys in my next video. If you guys want to see any specific particular videos, go comment them down below, because it helps me figure out what you guys want to see and make more content for y'all that you will like. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.